Hello guys, good morning to everyone. In the last lecture, we have discussed about the financial market, what are the meaning, significance and importance of the financial market, how financial market is differed from the commodity market. Today just I am going to discuss the next topic which is related to the financial market, that is the primary market. Sometimes it is also known as the new issue market. Primary market are those markets where there is issuing of the securities in the form of bond, share, debentures, etc. So what is the primary market? Primary market, primary market, it is also known as the new issue market. It facilitates to raise of the fresh capital for the companies. It helps issuance of the new securities to the investors. The significance of the primary market is that it creates the capital formation. It is create the direct investment channel and it helps in economic development. Basically, there is the main difference between the money market and capital market. Money market related to the meet out the problem of liquidity. But in the case of capital market, or we can say new issue market, it helps to raise the fund to start the new economic activities. Therefore, it helps in economic development. Then next question is, what are the instruments of the new issue market? What are the instruments of the capital market? Means how to raise the fund for the economic activities, how to raise the fund to operate the business. So there are number of instruments which help to raise the fund for economic activities, for the business activities like that, like the equity. For sometimes investor want to make the partner in any company. Therefore, if any investors want to become a partner of any company, there is need to raise the equity, which is known as the equity share. And the next part of the equity share, that is the preferential share. There is the slight difference between the equity share and preferential share. In the case of preferential share, whenever due to unfortunately, if company is going to the shutdown, in that case, all the firstly company have responsibility to repay the capital to those who take the preferential share. But in the equity share, there is all the shareholders have right to vote. It means that all the partners, all those who purchase the equity share have right to interfere in the decision making. But in the case of preferential share, there is no right to the investors to interfere in any decisions. It means that they have not right to the vote. And next very important instrument, that is the debentures. Debentures means whenever any investors purchase any securities for the long period of times, it means if any issuers want to take the debt for the long period of times, that is come under the debenture. In the case of debentures, investors are enabled to take the repayment along with the interest. And next is very important is bond. Bond, sometimes bond is secured and unsecured debt instrument. And next instrument, it is the convertible securities. It means that our liquidity equity can be converted later into the cash. Then what are the pillars means what are the organs, what are the component of the new issue market, means primary market. In this case, there are broadly two players like the investors and issuers. Investors are those persons who purchase any securities, and issuers are those persons, it might be in the individuals or organizations or institutions, those who issue issue the securities. And in between two person there are number of component come under these two, like the issuing companies, merchant bankers. The role of merchant bankers, like the middlemen, underwriters, registrars, brokers, investors, like these are the some players who play the very important role to channelize the primary market under the financial market system. Then, what are the different types of pricing, issues pricing and marketing? There are different types of price on which the bond, debentures, shares are purchased and buy, like the fixed price issue. In that case, price decided in advance. It means the price is fixed whenever any investors want to purchase the securities. But in the book building, in that case, the price is not fixed. Price is discovered on the basis of investors' willingness, which is known as investor bids. And third, very important, right now it is in the practice, that is the market making. It means the price of the securities, either in the form of bond, equity, in the form of preferences, in the form of debentures, and so on, that is decided and determined through the market mechanism. It means that is decided through the demand and supply condition of any issuance of any bond. It is totally depend upon the reputation of the company. And next, very important, that is the roadshow and advertising. It means that under the roadshow and advertising, price is promoted through the advertisement, through the propaganda, through the pass of the narrative, like that. And very important, how to price is fixing, how to price is determined. All the things are come under the under supervision of the SEBI. Means regulation and transparency in the price that is come through the SEBI. Next, instead of this, there is some defect of the new issue market, like the lack of transparency in the pricing, because there is not so good transparency in the pricing and insufficient investor awareness. As we know that in the case of developing countries, especially like India, investors means those who want to purchase the securities, those who want to deposit their saving in the financial market, they have insufficient knowledge. They are not good aware about the financial market. And next is inefficient allocation of the resources. And from the issuer side, the resources means securities are not allocated properly. It means from the from the business person side, from the issuance side, the main focus given on the uh, urban areas, therefore there is not properly allocation of the resources. And next, high transaction and compliance cost. Whenever any investors want to purchase the any securities, there is the sometime there is the high transactions, means during the buy and selling there is the high transaction cost and compliance cost, and limited participation from the retail investors. Even there is the lack of trust, people not want to purchase any securities. People mindset is to keep their extra money, make the saving in the banks. These are the some defect and limitations of the new issue market. Then again question is arises, how to remove this defect of the primary market. Through the some taken steps, we can remedy the defect, like the greater disclosure and transparency. To bring the transparency to the some extent, we can remove the limitations, we can remove the defect which are observed, which are found in the primary market. Investor education initiative. It means there is need to the educate to the people through the financial literacy program, through the banking literacy program like that. And next, through the we can remove the defect through the uh, technology improvement for the faster processing and regulatory reforms also need by the SEBI, wider marketing and improve outreach. These are the some remedial steps which can help to remove the defect which are often found in the financial market. In this way, we can learn what is the primary market, what are the players, what are the instrument to raise the fund for the primary market, what are the defect and remedial steps. The new issue market is vital for the economic growth. Efficient functioning ensures capital formations and investor participations. Ongoing reforms are essential for the transparency and trust. Thank you. By tomorrow, I will take the another topic that is related to the secondary market.